Hello Internet, I'm your only mate, and let's talk about this RWBY Justice League crossover movie. That is a sentence I just said when RWBY started. Never thought I'd actually be saying this as an official thing. So yeah, I'm doing this sort of like semi-reaction, semi-discussion sort of thing. I'm not just gonna sit here watching the trailer with it, like, just here. Like, well, because I've already seen it a few times. Going about this a little differently. Though, that being said, I would still recommend clicking the link in the description to go and watch the actual trailer itself. And if you want to hear my thoughts on it, come back. Seriously though, support the official release. So yeah, what we have here, little weird, I'm not gonna lie. Because I mean, it's Team RWBY alongside the Justice League. It's kind of surreal to think that there's a movie about this. Now yes, there were the DC comics that were made about this very concept, and there's gonna be more, but with the situation being flipped around. Anyway, so in those comics, it was the in-universe RWBY versions of the Justice League. Whereas in this movie, it's the actual Justice League being transported to Remnant through some means. It's not really been explained, and it's not really shown or like elaborated on the trailer. I imagine that's gonna be like some like big reveal. It's gotta have something to do with like who the villain is, right? That's just always been my thought process. But anyway, why don't we dive right in and talk about the trailer? So the trailer starts off with Superman waking up in Remnant.
Where am I? What am I wearing?
Oh my god, they took the reactions of people who first saw these outfits and put it in the movie. So while Superman is questioning his attire, we get to see RWBY and Yang. And I gotta say, seeing their original designs like back in this animation style, like we saw each of the girls' like original looks in this style like way back for those Volume 5 shorts. But it's just always nice seeing it, you know? Makes me feel nostalgic. Though, an interesting takeaway is that Yang has a prosthetic. And it's in Volumes 7 and 8 design. I could go about the rest of this, just conspiracy theory style, trying to work out how the timeline mashes up, and how this all works, whether or not it's canon. It's not. Yeah, I think everything that's happening here is literally just because, yeah, we think this will look cool. Yeah, this is just a fun non-canon crossover, which, honestly, I'm all for. And side note, Yang's OG design with the robo arm, it's not a bad look. Never would have got the chance to see that before, so, neat. Anyway, Superman has no idea what Grimm are, and Yang is, confused, which, understandably, Grimm have existed in Remnant this whole time. How could someone who lives in Remnant not know what a Grimm is? Superman says,
I don't think I'm in Kansas anymore.
I love that they had him say that. That reference being made in RWBY just gives it a whole nother meaning, and I love it. But enough about RWBY, Yang, and Superman. It's Blake and Wonder Woman time. We get a voiceover from Blake just saying, a princess from another world with no memory of how you got here. But the thing that has me really excited right now, this action scene of Wonder Woman flying through the air and Blake's just on the top of a plane, just fighting Grimm alongside each other. Need! I need this in my life. And seeing Blake and Wonder Woman together, I have a couple of thoughts. Okay, the first one's harkening back to the comic, and this has to do with RWBY, Yang, and Superman as well. It looks like they're staying true to who brings who into the fold. Because in the comic, Superman is introduced because he's helping out RWBY and Yang's dad Ty with some farm work. And he gets brought in through them. It looks like that the same thing's happening in the movie. And Blake is the one who brings in Wonder Woman, so I think that's cool that they're they're keeping that in. And I also just want to take a moment to just imagine how excited Aaron Zek in particular must have been behind the mic, like for this scene especially. Because I remember when that first screenshot came out, she posted about it and put the hashtag, and I quote, hashtag holy shit, I'm in a movie with Wonder Woman. And I know Erin's like said before that Wonder Woman was like her first Halloween costume, and like that cannot be more surreal. It's like one of your childhood heroes, and now you're in a movie like alongside them. Like, if there's behind the scenes stuff in this DVD, I want to see Erin just like so excited behind the mic. Like, please let that be a clip. Also, I won't lie, I think Wonder Woman has my favourite design. Looks good. And next we get Green Lantern, Cyborg, and Flash, and... well, that's different. Now, it's been confirmed that this is Barry, Flash, and Jessica, Green Lantern. Just like in the comic. I'm not gonna lie, I like Jessica's hair. Though I won't lie, the clothes make her look like a Ben 10 character made into a Green Lantern. If she uses a green boot in this movie, I am going to laugh. So whilst I judge their appearances, the Justice League say that they weren't teenagers before this. I do have questions in regards to this, but again, this is just a trailer. I'll wait until the film's out. And even then, keep in mind, this is part 1. There's gonna be a part 2. Questions could be answered in that as well. I'm just saying. But more importantly, Superman and Wonder Woman are greeted by Vixen, who I knew nothing about before this. I did do some research, mostly just a friend sending me a YouTube video on Vixen's origin, and I have to admit, her getting some spotlight in this, I think that's really cool. And she sounds like a cool character from what I've heard, so hey, I'm down for seeing her. Important time to note that while I know of a bunch of DC characters, I'm not that familiar with everyone. Like, I've mostly learned about them through movies, them being brought up in Death Battle, the occasional cartoon that I did watch when I was younger, but was too young for me to remember at this point. Just conversations with friends, or just seeing them brought up, like, anywhere. This is the first time I've ever heard of Vixen. So, if anyone else is in my boat, let me know in the comments. And here we have a lineup of people on both sides. We got RWBY, Yang, Blake, Jean, Nora, and Ren. We got Wonder Woman, Superman, Vixen, Flash, Cyborg, and Green Lantern. No one's missing from this. I kid, of course, a couple others will show up later, but this brings me to something I've seen a lot of people talk about with this trailer. Piora has been confirmed to be in this movie, but she's not in the trailer. And I see a lot of people bring this up, and it's just like, she is in the movie. I'm not sure why she's not in the trailer, but it's coming out soon, so we'll find out then. So we have ourselves a big battle going on, which I am looking forward to seeing. And in the middle of it, RWBY decides to do a spot-on impression of my friend Max a Few Trades. So yeah, Weiss is here, assumingly bringing Batman, because that's how it goes down in the comic, and based on the fact that, again, RWBY and Yang bring in Superman and Blake brings in Wonder Woman, that's probably how this is going to go down. Also, Weiss is able to summon a Manticore, apparently. Neat. I just love seeing all the different kinds of Grimm that Weiss or anyone from her family are able to summon. She joins the fray and tells RWBY that she would follow her into any battle. Aw, they've come so far. Weiss trusts her as a leader. Aw, I'm happy. Blake, Weiss, Yang, and Wonder Woman bring in some motorcycles. Some voiceover happens of Yang saying the Grimm are acting really weird, and we get this shot of Superman using his heat vision, and I honestly like how it's animated. I think that's just really cool. More voiceover happens of saying that the Grimm are acting strange, that they have to get everything back to normal as possible. Cyborg says that they fought monsters before, they can handle it. And this shot of Superman and the Grimm, I really want to point out his hammer. And now I'm immediately thinking, we have someone in this who is based off the Norse god Thor, and someone who's meant to stand for the American way. They both have hammers. Golden opportunity to recreate this Avengers Endgame scene.
No, give me that. You have the little one.
I mean, if not have it in the movie, someone please commission that as a fan comic. We get Flash using a bow staff to make a tornado and suck a whole bunch of Grimm into it. And we get this shot of Vixen taking on I forget what the Gorilla Grimm are called. But I only just recently noticed in the background, there's a Leviathan. And whilst this is going down, RWBY is telling the Justice League that the Grimm are soulless monsters with only one purpose, to destroy humanity. And then Jean mistakes this for an MCU movie.
Sorry, I can't believe you have a teammate named Batman.
Now, is that better or worse than a teammate named Superman?
Right?
That's fucking funny. Yeah, in the context of this crossover, I think that just really works. Also, I think it's just made funnier by Barry in the background just going, right, and Wonder Woman's face, like she's just so done. You'll love to see it. We get more cool shots of everyone, and I want to mention this particular shot of RWBY and Superman.
You got a plan, kid?
I just might.
Man, just seeing, like, RWBY next to Superman, one of the most iconic characters in fiction, and they have this exchange. It's like, damn, dude. And speaking of damn, dude, whoa, that's a wyvern! I'm excited to see one of these again. We only saw it at the end of Volume 3, so the fact that there's going to be a big fight with it, oh. I'm excited.
What do? We fight.
You heard her.
Oh, they've sold me. They've sold me on this. And that's the end of the trailer. What did you all think? I'm color me hyped. Like, I am down for this movie. I do have, like, some concerns going into it, obviously, and some stuff from the comic that I just don't want to see repeated, but I don't think they are going down those roads, so, like, that's good. And honestly, if it's just a fun movie, I'm happy. Also, I know I took a couple jabs at the trailer in this video. Trust me, none of that is just me, like, trying to be critical or anything. It's just an attempt at being funny, with varying degrees of success. So yeah, none of this is serious, I'm just having a laugh. But I am seriously excited for this movie. Okay, so I think the release date got revealed to be either April 25th or April 27th. It's not long after Volume 9 ends, which I'm also excited for. And I just wonder, is that a worldwide release? Because I live in the UK, and sometimes things come out differently over here. And I'm just curious is all. But I'm sure the closer that date gets, like, more info will come out, so I'm gonna freak out over it. So yeah, let me know what you think of this trailer in the comments, along with any kind of predictions that you have for what's gonna go down in the movie, and what do you think of this format? Because I'm toying with, like, doing this going forward for RWBY Volume 9 videos. Just let me know. Would you be down for this format as opposed to a reaction video? Like, I'm genuinely curious. Just let me know in the comments. So, with all that being said, I'm gonna wrap up. Thank you for watching, all of that stuff, and here is my RWBY outro. Bye.
This is Ruby Rose, and you've been watching Your Only Mate. Bye!